What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. was in an interview, and he was simply asked about the heavyweight division, and they asked him what was his take on Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, who would win in a bout. Okay, not the politics, but who would win in an actual fight between the two. And Errol Spence, he picked Wilder. He said that Wilder has freakish power. He said that Anthony Joshua is chinny. He's been rocked a few times. He's been hurt a few times in his fights, and his chin is questionable. So when Deontay Wilder hits him, he's going to be out. That's it. And he wanted to add that he is supporting Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder is American. Okay? See, that is a very, very acceptable answer. The reason why that is, Errol Spence is a lot smarter than people think he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people there's a difference between race and nationality. Errol Spence said that he supports Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder's American. He didn't add because he was African American or because he was Mexican American. He didn't say any of that. He said because he was American. Period. Okay? That is the way you support your fighter. Nothing wrong with supporting your fighter, being in the same nation, national wise. You're supporting your national brothering, okay? Your nation. He also said, because look at Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua been saying that Americans they talk a lot and don't back it up. He said that a couple times. So he set the divide when he said that. So I feel I should support my American fighter. Again, my American fighter. So that could go for he could be referring to Caleb Plant. He could be referring to Angel Manfredi. He could be referring to any fighter that's from the Americas. It doesn't matter what your skin looks like as long as they're American. That's acceptable. That's how you answer questions like that. Errol Spence, he is been lately, not criticized, but some people criticized him for making comments about Oscar De La Hoya, but he is just speaking his mind. But if you notice, when he answers questions, he doesn't have to be loud. He doesn't have to be obnoxious. He doesn't have to be any of those things. He just kind of calmly says, him and Terrence Crawford are pretty much different coins, but the same side. You know what I mean? They're both very passive. They're both very nonchalant, very laid back. And he said that about Anthony Joshua. Now, getting that out of the way, what do I take of? What do I feel about it? What's my counterpunch on that? I think that Errol Spence is partially right. I think that Deontay Wilder can knock out Anthony Joshua. I think he can if he hits him with the right punch. This is boxing, people. This is heavyweight boxing. And then coming from a heavyweight that can punch really fucking hard. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, that there's a but after that. But we've seen, because he was asked about the Ortiz fight, and I'll get to that in a second, but we've seen in the Ortiz fight that he had to go through adversity. He was hurt in that fight. He was caught with a right hook he didn't see, So you can very well say the same thing about Deontay Wilder, to be fair about it. I mean, he can be hurt too. He is not Superman, okay? Neither is Anthony Joshua. I've seen Anthony Joshua get rocked by Provectin, but it wasn't the case there. He had to, grab or elude or was on his way down, but he was rocked. It woke him up, to say the least. He said he wasn't, but I believe he was. So I see that. So I've seen both guys hurt, okay? So I think that cuts both ways. That's a double-edged sword when you're dealing with punching power and vulnerability from chin, okay? So, yes, Errol Spence is right on that regard, but then again, he is supporting his American brethren. So, we can take that. You can look at that any way you want. You can say, well, hey, he's just saying that because he's a Wilder fan, But of course, because he's already came out. He didn't have a hidden agenda. He already said, hey, I'm supporting Wilder, and I think Wilder would win, but he gave a reason why. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just saying, oh, I believe he can win because he's who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like Leonard, right, with Mikey. Oh, because he's Mikey. Oh, because he's Deontay. That's why I win. But no, he didn't say that at all. So at least he gave a reasoning behind why he thinks that Deontay Wilder would win in the bout, besides his personal thing. But he added that in too. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Errol Spence's comments towards his opinion. Of course, please subscribe, hit the like button, please share. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.